And I guess in some ways it feels like that's happening. You know, you look at how many people are starting to now stand together, whether you are one side or the other of what's going on right now, the controversial topic, and the fourth mandates and all that kind of stuff. You know, what we're all experiencing it in some way or another. We're probably not going to have a family Christmas this year because of how people are dealing with this and processing with it, and everybody, you know, each to their own. It really is each to their own. But I mean, you look at how many people are starting to stand together and say, you know, we need to find our voice in this and actually take a look at what's going on and take a look at the darkness that has always been there. I think that's what's probably going on more so, is that it's always been there for the last so many years. And we just haven't seen it. Nobody's there. Now they're playing their hand and we can actually see it. And it's bloody horrifying to see the audacity of what they're actually pushing forward and what they're going, how they're trying to form our new society without us having any say in it. But a lot of people are starting to find unity in that, which is, I think that's quite powerful and encouraging to focus on, even though nobody's talking about it really, especially the media.
Yeah, and just shaking everybody up and getting us out of our apathy and just out of it, just being able to not even think about stuff like this.
Yeah, well, it's
and it brings you to a place of thinking about yourself and what your life is really, what is real value for you. I mean, I know it's challenging me as to what's really valuable to me and what I really do have, what really gives me meaning, apart from what's going on in the world. It's actually challenging even me to say what's real, what is it about me, and what meaning do I put on everything. So it's very challenging times, but it can be beautiful or it can be really destroying. It's easy to get to a place where you're only thinking about that and then not really looking at yourself and what it is for you. What's the meaning you're giving it that is giving? And when you ask yourself what is it doing for me, and then asking what is the meaning I'm giving it, that then determines how you're actually going to live through it.
Got an example to share?
Well, I guess if a person is being told that they can't even go and get medical treatment, or they can't go to the supermarkets, or they can't go out for dinner, you have to ask yourself your question: what am I going to do if I either have to succumb and go with them, or you have to say, okay, what have I got to do to make sure I don't get sick? And health is something that I have valued highly my whole life. It's something that I've really held up high, because if you don't have health, doesn't matter how much money or how much freedom or anything you've got, your health is not going to, if you don't have health, your body is something that is able to healthily and powerfully heal itself and look after itself if you give it the right environment. So for me, it's what am I doing in my life that actually might need to change so that I maintain and get strong immunity in myself and my body. If it means I can't go out for dinner to certain restaurants and things like that, I think we talked about this last week on the show, that maybe it's not really of any value anyway, because A, it's costing me money, B, the food is not normally that real great, and the whole environment is not a healthy place to be. It's easier to go back to having dinner parties and socializing and being with people. And if people want to point the finger at me, let them. It's as simple as that. I don't care. Really don't care. I know what I'm about. I know what my life is, and I've lived through too many times of this where I don't have to bow down to other people's opinions. Doesn't mean that it doesn't hurt, but
yeah, well, I think there's always opportunity. And if you're willing to do what most aren't willing to do, which is find self-sufficiency in this time, opportunity is going to be there, and things will present themselves for a whole new way of life that we never knew existed. We don't even know it's there. I mean, we don't know what's going to make us happy. If honestly, if we knew what was going to make us happy, we'd be a lot happier than we are.
That's right.
A lot of us, even myself, even us talking about this stuff and in the show, you know, like I humbly say that I don't know what's going to make me happy.